Alright, time to go to the lab. So we just have a stroll here. It's got a lot of traps, but if you know where you're going, it's very easy and simple to get by. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so I'm going to put my thermal goggles on. Just to be careful. Yeah, I remember seeing this area like in a promotion video when the game first came out. And it was one of them where it was like the first... It's one of the first few games where I felt that's exactly how I thought it would play. Well, actually, Metal Gear Solid 4 was the game where I thought that's exactly how I knew it would play. And Strider 2 as well for some reason. You know, when you just see screenshots of a game and you just know exactly how it's gonna play. Son of a... Okay, alright. Got bit by a snake. It's not good. I do not like that. Yeah, with my current camo, I'm just gonna crawl. And I feel like I should just crawl here, and that's what I want to do. Just not to get caught. When I first played it, it was... I didn't know about the little hole in the wall. I went all around it and I had to knock on the door, and I remember like just trying to like basically knock a door run kind of thing. Or field dude. You can use the scientist outfit, I believe. Or I think once you go through, it's either once you go through the fence or when you're at the door, I believe. Like they'll say, "Oh wait a minute, how come you're doing outside? Get back in." If I'm remembering correctly. All right, we went through the magic hole. We went through this little magic hole, and now we're dressed as the scientist. In our scientist disguise. Now, you could just probably run through this, but if you get caught, it's okay because the guards will see us and it's just going to be like, hey, get back inside. All right, here we are. Fun in the lab. Mousetrap. I don't want a mousetrap. No, I do not want a mousetrap. Haruna Yabuki. Like, this game, it's got like pin-up and posters. Metal Gear Solid series was the game that got me into Grafui. I know, like, we had pin-ups where I came from. We had the page 3. If you're from the UK, that was like page 3 as well and stuff like that. And I remember like FHM and Playboy. I never really read those magazines. I had a mate who had them, and the educational stuff was pretty cool, and the interviews. But yeah, it was basically all. I know, it was a guy mag. It was for teenage boys or something. But yeah, I literally got into Grafui. I remember in this game, I think, if I remember correctly, there was Yuri Morishita. I remember seeing a poster of Yuri Morishita in the original PS2 version. In the original PS2 version of this game, Yuri Morishita is like one of the poster girls, and oh my god, I was like, oh my god, she's so pretty, she's fine, she's like, fa-fa-foom. You know what I mean? It's like, oh. If I remember correctly, I think. And then Akina Minami in 4, and I just went, you know what? I like Grafui. I just went, it's not too, I don't like the over I don't like nudity or something. I like that mystery. I like that feel of that. You know, I think it's too much. It's just my opinion. All right, we're gonna blow up this shed. Food storage.
This is HQ. What's going on?
Nicely done. So once that's done, blowing up the food storage is going to make the guards weaker. It's going to make them hungry. They're going to be devoid of stamina. It's going to make our job a lot easier, especially if we get caught or we try and escape. We can just easily just one-shot them with a trank. I'll just hit them and they'll just go down easily. So the cavalry should be coming now. Come on, cavalry. Come on. Attack team, whatever. It should be here, but... Oh, here they are. Oh. I'm trying to avoid these dudes. For some reason, if you like bump into them, they become very hostile and they just probably end up shooting you. It's kind of sad. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish they just hit you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of stupid to... Realistically speaking, you wouldn't shoot your scientists if they're making weapons for you, no matter what. You know what I mean? They do have some privileges. I think they are prisoners here. It seems very bleak. Okay. Like, I want to avoid this dude, to be honest. I just don't want to bump into anyone. In the toilets, you can get the fly camouflage, and I always thought it was kind of useless. I mean, it's okay when in combat or something, and you know, it's very stinky, the stinky camouflage, but I always found it useless. I never used it. I hardly used it. I never thought it was good. Still in caution mode. Be careful with the scientists in there as well. Like, sometimes I think it's with the scientists because you're in a disguise or something. They don't know you. The scientists will be like, who's this dude? I don't know this dude. And they get really suspicious. You know, it's the Cold War, secret spies, blah, 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 and all that. So they really are suspicious. So you got to turn away from them and just look very normal. So I can't jump around, I can't roll, I can't do silly stuff because, you know, I can't attract attention to myself. I like this part of the game. I wish we had more. Here's the cigarette gas. This is one of my favorites. This is hands down one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's so spy-like and so James Bond. I love it. You know what I mean? It's perfect. If you're going to disguise yourself, have some really cool James Bond spy gear. You know what I mean? Just a cigarette. I prefer this over the handkerchief. The handkerchief's okay, but I think it instantly knocks them out more easily, but I like the cig spray. I think it's really cool.
So hungry.
I want to use the cig spray later as well. Not this dude out because he's just annoying me. So we're gonna use the box, the good old cardboard box, because thing is, it negates the scientists. I don't know why. Using the cardboard box, they're not alerted. They just go, huh? What's that dude doing in a cardboard box? Why is a scientist in a cardboard box? You know what I mean? They don't get alerted, which is weird. And you think they should, but they don't. But using the cardboard box, it's just pretty good. Anyway, please enjoy this cutscene, because there's not going to be a lot of cutscenes in this Let's Play.
If you're looking for Sokolov, he's not here anymore. Put that thing away. You'll spoil my drink. So, you're the intruder everyone's talking about. Typical capitalist dog. No manners.
And who are you?
You mean you've never heard of me? And you call yourself an agent? Very well, then. I am Alexander Leonovich Granin. A man of some importance, if I do say so myself.
You're crocked, aren't you?
I'm merely drowning my sorrow. Because of him, I've got nothing to do but sit here and drink this crap.
Him?
Sokolov. It's him you're looking for, isn't it? Because of him, I have been stripped of my authority. My research has come to nothing. Yes, Sokolov's pathetic Shagohod pales in comparison to my work. What are you going to do with a rocket engine on a tank?
About Sokolov.
A tank does not need a rocket. It needs something else. Look at these.
Nice shoes.
No. Legs. Legs that allow it to go anywhere. Just as when humans learn to walk upright. That is the real revolution in weaponry, don't you agree? But the fool's in charge. Chose Sokolov.
And where is Sokolov?
My project has been terminated. The philosopher's legacy has been handed over to him.
What the hell are you talking about?
The philosopher's legacy. Haven't you heard of the philosophers? The Colonel has inherited their immense legacy. Volgin's father was in charge of the philosophers' money laundering activities. In the confusion of the war, they somehow ended up with their treasure. And Volgin inherited that treasure illegally. We never need to worry about the military budget. The development costs at our facility are all paid out of the Colonel's deep pockets. The weapons born here will be the genes for creating an entirely new form of warfare. The funding for my research came out of that legacy. Came out of it. Now, my money, my men, all have been diverted to the Shagohod project. Tomorrow they will be conducting the final test, while Sokolov is making the final preparations in the weapons factory at Volgin's main base, the great fortress of Grozny Grad. Here I am, playing host to an enemy spy and drinking myself into a stupor.
That's where they moved Sokolov?
Yes,
And the Shagohod is there too?
of course. Hey, you're not thinking of going to Grozny Grad. Are you mad? It's an impenetrable fortress.
I'm sure it is.
You'll be killed.
I'll take my chances.
Wait.
What?
Listen to me, you fool. I want to help you.
Help me?
To thank you for your compliment.
What compliment?
My shoes. Tatiana gave them to me. I wanted to thank you for complimenting me on them. I'll tell you how to get into the fortress. In return, I ask only that you get that idiot out of there and destroy the Shagohod. There is an underground tunnel that runs around the perimeter of the fortress. You should be able to use it to sneak into the base. Head for the mountains. The entrance to the tunnel is located there. Take this. You passed through a warehouse on your way here, didn't you?
Yeah.
There should have been a locked door inside of it. Do you remember it? This key will open that door. Beyond that door lies the vast jungle. You can climb up into the mountains from the far end of the jungle. Go back to the warehouse. Use the key to open the locked door and head for the mountains. Got it? You must hurry. I will remain here and nurse my troubles for a little longer. To capitalism!
Alright, now we're out of the lab, well, out of the office, and now we just use the simple Yo-Cat bot box technique. It's so easy. I just blown away by this. Like, they literally do not care. They're just like, oh, it's just a find the other scientist there, and yeah, simple. Let's get out of this place as quickly as we can. I don't want to spend any more time here. Boom! Okay, I absolutely love that. Hands down, this game is freaking amazing that I can do that. Okay, I'm using the wrong controls for some reason. Pressing the wrong button. So yeah, I'm gonna go into this little vent, this little magic vent.